Hello everyone, this is Melodious and welcome to the episode 7 reaction for Sound of the Sky or Sora no Woto. Um, yeah, I had something to say earlier, but I just straight up forgot it. Yeah, yeah, so, uh, how do I word this? First thing, for the OVA, there's two OVAs, and, David, I know you've informed me of there being more than one OVA. There's for the 7.5 one, the one that's supposed to take place between episode 7 and 8, I think. I think that's what it implies, right? 7.5. It might mean something else, but that's how I'm interpreting it, and I will be watching it after this one. And I checked out the length of it real quick. It seems to be the length of a full episode, so it will be its own episode. If it was something like 10 minutes or something, I would have included it here. But it's the length of a full episode, so that'll be its own separate reaction. And yeah, wait, let me see if there's any comments on the any comments that are for discussing. Okay, there's none. All right. So I can get straight on with what happened last episode. Last episode was an interesting one. It was very interestingly constructed. We saw two perspectives. One from the perspective of the most of the members of the 1121st platoon, excluding Kanata because she's in her own little journey. They were so the remaining members being Felicia, Rio, Kuraha, and Noel. They sort of um, they had to conduct their own little activity away from Kanata, and I don't know if they intended to string along Kanata if she was just gonna do nothing because they told her to go off when they already saw her dressed up and they didn't know she was actually going out. So I feel like they weren't gonna include her, I guess. Maybe they would have, maybe not. She probably would have messed something up. And I guess they were running on a schedule for the transaction, so I feel like they wouldn't risk taking in Kanata without explaining everything to her beforehand. So yeah, no, we have their perspective, and then we have the Kanata's perspective of her going around the town to look for souvenirs for her family and her neighbors back in. Actually, I forgot. I think she mentioned um where she lived. I think I don't know if she actually did or not. I feel like she did, but I missed out. I either missed out on it, completely forgot it, or it didn't happen in the first place. So forgive me, but yeah, we had her going around, and then we had it's gonna be so hard to explain it because it happens at the same time, right? So should I just explain it the way the episode portrays it? Yeah. So we have uh sort of we'll 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 go through the platoon's perspective first. They were gonna do a transaction with someone, Mikhail. I guess he's a usual customer of them because they're moonshining. They're creating illegal um alcoholic drinks, I think, without like a permit or a license is what I'm assuming makes it illegal. So they'd have to be court-martialed and have to deal with a whole bunch of stuff, which, they don't want to deal with that. So they're trying to keep it on the down low, but they actually attracted the attention of a mafia. I don't know the specifics. They just keep saying the mafia. So I'm guessing there's a prolific mafia around the Republic of Helvetia. But yeah, they kind of. Oh no, Naomi discovered that the mafia heard of the transaction and was thinking of a solution when she got one from Kanata, which was trying to show themselves as really. I don't want to describe it as really scary, but it's like really intimidating and what's a good term? Like too much trouble for the mafia to get involved in, since they straight up just killed their uh, their customer for a little disagreement about. you know, getting a discount. But they successfully, drove them off, and coincidentally, a pile of rocks crashed into their car, which made them even more intimidated and scared. So they just ran off. And my camera's blurry. Me, I just made it more blurry. There we go. That should be all right. But yeah, and then we kind of switch over. We go back in time a bit to look through Kanata's perspective of the stuff. We have Michio, an orphan at the church, and Yumina. I think her name's Yumina. Or Yumino. Yumina. I remember getting confused, and I think it was Yumina. So, she ran off from the church and went off to look for a small little box that was from her mother, who died. Yeah, and so she also encountered Kanata, and Kanata kinda pissed her off a little because she mentioned family as well. And uh, Misha was an orphan. She lost her dad in the war, I think, and her mom was sent to a town called. Let me find it real quick. Eve Vinct, which was an area touched by something called an invisible reaper, which could or could not, may or may not have spread illness there. The illness could be an entirely different thing, or it might just be a commonplace illness that everyone knows of, so they just call it the illness. It could be any of those. But really, uh, it's just sad to know, right? Yeah, she's looking for a little box that belonged to her mom that was given to her, but all their possessions were taken away, including that box when the mom died, I think. I actually forgot why they took away all their possessions. I won't sweat the small stuff, but yeah, they took all her belongings, and now she's looking for it because I think it's one of her last mementos or items of belonging to her mother. So Kanata just sort of helps her out. Well, not really helps her out. Like helps out for looking for her. Helps out Yumina to look for Michio, where they end up near a little house overlooking a cliff, which Michio is sitting atop of on the roof, and she almost slides down and slides off of it into the yawning abyss below. So Kanata saves her, but in the midst of that, she accidentally, the the gutter broke and some rocks fell off from all the, I guess, movement and pressure, which were the same rocks that crushed the car of the mafia guys. So that all works out well. And oh, I forgot to mention the mafia guys were also looking around, and they also bought the box that belonged to Michio because it was being sold around at the fair in the town. So yeah, after that, Kanata and Michio went down to talk to Naomi because they thought the car belonged to her, and they apologized. And Kanata was prepared to pay her whole salary in order to compensate for the damages. But Naomi didn't take the money or anything because it wasn't hers, and she thanked them. In fact, very convenient for them. And then Kanata and Michio noticed that in the little box of things the mafia bought from the fair was Michio's mother's box. So Kanata brings her back to the church with her box, and she gives it to Yumina because her mom said to give the box to the person she cares about the most next, or the person who's taking care of her, or something like that, who is Yumina. So they have a little whole thing, hug out, whatever, and the priest says a whole thing about losing loved ones, and life continues on, and you'll find new people and whatnot. Before also, but while explaining Michio's circumstances, he also explains the Invisible Reaper stuff. Like that's one hell of a bombshell to drop in the middle of all that, but and everything ends out wonderfully. So yeah, pretty good ep. I don't think I would. I like the episode a lot. Like in terms of plot movement or whatever. Some people not might find it as interesting as episodes one or well, the show doesn't really have a clear, thought out plot. It's a slice of life. Is it a slice of life? So I don't know what a slice of life. I feel like that would explain like the non-linear plot being portrayed. Sora no Woto. I want to see if it's listed as a slice of life on Mall. It is. Okay, that explains the non-linear plot progression that's going out throughout the episodes. So, yeah, there's no clear defined plot, but um there are episodes that are kind of slow and don't really contribute much to the grand scheme of things, you could say. Which are, I guess, episodes. Which episodes would that be? Definitely not episode one. Episode one was fucking riddled with shit. You have the Flame Maiden stuff. You have Kanata's whole. Well, I'm not gonna explain everything again. I already said everything I wanted to back in episode one. But you get episodes that are kind of like, not the Kureha one, not the real one. Um, not the Noel one. I guess the Noel one. Cause what? There's no like completely filler thing. I think every episode gave us something necessary for the show and necessary for the narrative to move. But yeah, which includes this one. But it this one also includes the first mention of an invisible reaper. So what is that show? What are you talking about? But yeah, let me just write down the name of the episode. The episode. Let me just write down on my notebook so I can label this page as the notes for this episode's reaction. Son of the Sky, episode 7. I think the in the end of last episode, the title of this one is something about offering to the dead. So I wonder which dead person we're gonna offer to, or if there's just like a Day of the Dead in Sayes. There might be. It's based off somewhere in Spain, right? So they might have a. Wait, no. What's the? It's either Mexico or Spain. The one with the Dia de los Muertos or something. Day of the Dead. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna go on. As always, the episodes are well. Did we even have hairdressing in episode last episode, episode 6? It was Kanata's hairdressing something, right? Let me look up Sound of the Sky again. What's the name of episode 1? Oh wait, no, episode 6. Kanata's day off hairdressing. There was no hairdressing. Oh, the hairdressing was for Michio. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. You know, the whole thing about Yumina wanting to brush her hair, but Michio didn't want to because her mom used to be the one that did that, but she's dead, and she doesn't really want to try to replace her in her memory and, grant that little. I don't even know how I'm trying to word it. Um, Try to replace that memory of someone else doing it, I guess. So she doesn't. I guess hairdressing makes sense. I thought Kanata was gonna go out and like get a makeover or something, but it makes sense that the whole hair thing was meant for Michio. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Hmm, maybe this one. Hmm, maybe not actually. I, I used to have the theory that it was gonna be the the first 5 episodes were gonna be episodes about them individually in relation to Kanata, right? You have episode 1, which is for Kanata, episode 2, which is for Kura and Kanata, episode 3, which was for Rio and Kanata, episode 4, which was for Noel and Kanata, and I thought episode 5 would be Felicia and Kanata, but it wasn't. So I thought episode 6 would be, but it's not. So I wonder when we'll get a Felicia focused episode. I know we're gonna get one, right? There's no way we don't get one. The plot has to focus on her at some point because we focused on everyone else. It would just feel incomplete or a bit off. Like the pacing would be a bit off if we don't include an episode focused centered on her. At least an episode focused on her. I wonder when we're gonna get that. Hmm. What else? What else? What else? What else? Do I have anything else to address? I feel like that was it. Like, yeah, I think that's it. Um. Do 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 do. Canada. Wikipedia says they're gangsters, but I'm just gonna say mafia since that's what the subs say. And if you're watching this, you're likely watching my reaction the to the episode and the subs I'm using for it. So I'll be consistent with the terminology we're gonna use for for my reaction and for my discussion with the subs. I won't use like even if there are better subs out there, and if there are, please tell me. Um, I'll stick with this one for a while so I can stay consistent because changing of terms is way too confusing. Actually, I wonder what's in the box that's in Michio that belonged to Michio's mother. I wonder what's in it. Eh, I guess we'll. I don't think we're gonna find out. I think that was just an off thing for that episode, but you never know. Sorry, I'm just doing dailies for a gotcha. I know, I'm a gotcha fiend. Don't insult me. I guess we're gonna do our routine now. There'll be a timer here and subtitles for the episode here. But if you prefer the full uncut picture-in-picture reaction, there'll be two links in the description below. One for BitChute, one for Mega. The BitChute one is a lower quality version of the file, and the Mega one is a higher quality version of the file. So you can use whichever one's more convenient to you. If you prefer the timer format, that is the one that's on the YouTube video right now. You can use whichever one you want. They're all the same reaction, just a different way of presenting the episode itself. Lovely. Um, Let me get into position. Also, I forgot to turn on the light for this. I'm dumb. Let's get into hip watching position. Should I like lessen the size of the pip episode thing, the how it's displayed? Because I feel like it's too big, and I can't really move or emote all too much because my head will go out of frame or might go behind the episode. I don't know. Like I can just make it smaller so I can just sit here and move a lot more instead of me just sitting here and just blah 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 blah. I don't know. I don't know why you'd watch this. People just watch this because they're obscure series which with no reactions to them. But you know what? Let's just do it. Let me see if everything's recording. I hope so because I just talked for a straight 18 minutes. And let's start in 3, 2, 1. Baba boy. And of course, we start off with the OP. If something changes in the OP, I will not be able to see it. What is this? Why does Rio have a mask? What does this OP mean? I know it means they're the Flame Maidens, but what does that mean? Why would the Flame Maidens be relevant now? When it's just a legend of how the town was founded. Why is there a legend of the town being founded if there was a previous era and whatnot? That's weird. Just weird stuff. Oh, are we inside Takemikazuchi? Uh, Felicia? Felicia? That's Blue Eyes, so it's Felicia. Wait, who are you folk? Where the fuck are we? Oh, cool shot. What the fuck is this? Is this in the past? Olga. Oh my god, wait, it's no man's land. What the fuck are they fighting? What are they fighting? Oh my god, what are... Whoa, spider tank looking things. Armored vehicles that look like spiders. Oh, trumpet looking thing. What in the... What is happening? Why are they fighting... What are they fighting in no man's land? Actually, we haven't heard of other countries other than the Republic of Helvetia, so I wonder what they are fighting. Also, what the fuck? Are we dead? Wait, no, Felicia's alive. Of course. What the fuck? Are they fucking... Oh my... Oh shit. I didn't think Felicia actually saw like active combat or anything. I didn't even know there was active combat happening on. Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh, cool chime looking things. It was Felicia. Shit. Who the fuck were they fighting? I wonder if that was the previous. Wait, no, probably. What the hell? What the fuck? What? Uh, what? The chirping crickets offerings for the... Are the deceased her previous crew? Don't tell me. Man. Well, what are you reading? Is that the letter from episode 5? Oh, Kanata's cooking. I guess she is the designated cook now. What? Why? Oh, okay, Kureha. If that was Rio's, I bet you wouldn't have done that. Oh, you are shoving like... Are those fries or sticks? Oh, open. The thing with... Is that the Tanabata stuff? Oh, so it is like Dia de los Muertos, whatever, Day of the Dead. You have to, yeah. So no, it's not Tanabata. Never mind. It's those kind of things. Did she buy those for her crew? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot these two got some bad experiences with ghosts. Some. So is Kodaha like religious? Oh, watermelons. Oh, they're making the lanterns. Oh, oh, you have a son in the church. Thought they were all orphans. That hits kind of different knowing what happened last episode. And then we're in this perspective again, from the ghost's perspective, from episode 2, when we're talking about the ghosts and the dead and stuff. Dang. Mounts for them to go. But, oh shit. Man. So does Rio know? I guess she does. Ah. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit, Oh my god, what the fuck? Holy shit. This fucking sucks. S- Uh, fuck. Shit. Just how fucking long ago was this? I thought that was half the episode? Okay. Fuck. Goodness gracious. Don't do this to me, show. Hmm. They were actually talking about how cold it was in the outside the barracks and whatnot. Shit. So I feel like Rio knows, but does Noelle know? Because she isn't emoting as much as Kodaha, and she she knows. Even if she just has an inkling of what's going on with her, I think Rio knows. And okay, Noelle definitely fucking knows. Okay, they both. What? You fought? Both of you did? How long ago was the fighting? Goodness gracious. Shit. Shit. This is not. This is not what you love to see. So all this fighting happened after the previous age. I thought like the fighting is what led to the previous age ending, but They still fought after. What the fuck? Well, of course, but what actually happened? Yeah, why are you fighting? Why are you guys still fighting? What is there to be fought? Fuck. Shh. Oh shit. Is this where she fell into? Yeah. Yeah. Fucking hell. Oh boy. Other people stuck here or from previous age? How many matches do you have left? You can't read it? Let's see. It is from the previous age. Shit. I guess they would be since, this is no man's land. Oh, because you're out there. What the fuck? Who? Who the? You were hallucinating. What the fuck? What the fuck, show? We lost? Lost against. What is them? What the fuck? What are we fighting? What are they? That pillar thing? What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? I saw wings. Show what the fuck? I have to look back at that again. No, yeah, no, that's not what you say. No, god fucking damn it. This is not how you inspire hope into the dregs of humanity. I mean, you can say that because you're not even living here anymore. Little fuck. You have to say it to Felicia too, man. When she just lost everyone. Oh. Oh! She also has a fucking connection to Amazing Grace. I'm gonna shit myself if blonde haired green eyes is the one that's fucking playing it somehow. No. Kanata is in the countryside right now. Oh sh did they find her? Let's fucking go. Incredibly based. Who's gonna get down? White hair? It is from green eyes. Your first words. Oh, What the fuck? Princess Ilia. So connected to the Helvetian royalty, whatever. Well, they're having fun, but holy shit. So sh so Felicia and Rio know they both have connections to Princess Ilia. It means to live. Yay. Never mind. Fuck. You better be serious about it. What the fuck, Felicia? I feel like that's just her way of telling you, let's not talk about it. No, that's Vink Vinked again. Can't- no more. So where Felicia fought and whatnot, was that Vinked? Where No Man's Land is? Jesus Christ. Show. What the I'm gonna I have things to say. I won't say it now though. Oh, they're all in like cursive script. I thought at least Kanatos would be in, symbols, Japanese symbols. Oh god, no, yep, that's her crew. Yeah. Yeah. No, Kanata. Nah, I guess she'll tell it in her own time. You know. Yeah. Fuck. Damn, they're really grown together. You two, Noah? Where the fuck were you in that whole thing? You were also part of the Vink campaign? Rio, get in here. Rio? Shit. You too, Kura? Yeah. Ah, shit. She's also a fuck. Rio too for her mom, huh? And her sister too. Wh- What the fuck are you? What priest recognizes Rio or someone else? Rio probably. There doesn't have to be. S- Meaning isn't a requirement for them. For them. Yeah. Shit. That was not 20 minutes. It fucking was. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep now. You can't play this upbeat stuff now. Shit show. Don't. State of emergency. Oh, the phone that they're only supposed to use in emergencies. Are they gonna use that now? Show. Let me go piss first. I'm back. So first thing I'm gonna say, I was gonna say about something about the show, but first, David, you trolling motherfucker, you called this a low point? The biggest world building drop ever since episode one is a low point, motherfucker. I'll never forgive you for this. But like, you just posted a comment, and I guess I'll discuss it now. The shooting scene is a bit of a stretch. The lack of blood should have given away the fact that they were using blanks, but you could argue that the Mafia had an unobstructed view from the doorway due to the girls and crates, so it gets a pass. Again, all the guns used were German. I do have a I do have a hypothesis about why there's such a mix of cultures in the show, but I can't really say it until after the final OVA, as it would be a potential spoiler. What? Well, there's actually a reason why they used a mishmash of cultures instead of just mixing all of them and saying, "Wow, look at this brand new thing that we're gonna use for the show." Well, that's intriguing. But about the shooting scene, I suppose they were actually watching it from the doorway, right? Where and then they met Rio. I'll agree with your point saying that it's a stretch, absolutely. And the fact that they're not I don't think they were riddled with holes or something, right? Despite the fact they were using what looked like machine guns, but what variant they were, I have no idea. I'm not knowledgeable about that kind of stuff. But at least I would have doubted it myself, but they did see the hat fly off. I guess from the guy they were acting with, Mikhail, I think was his name. So at least I think they could infer that that the gun Rio had was real, unless they didn't see her at all. But I don't know. At the very least, I think they would see an actual threat when Rio pointed a gun at them, which was why they ran away. Makes sense. All the guns used were German. Do, 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 do. Okay. Yeah. Very, very interested in the fact that the show, at least it seems like it's gonna attempt to give an explanation on why there's such a mishmash of cultures. European, well, definitely mostly European, but then obviously there's Japanese terms in there. The takemikazuchi is definitely Japanese. Um, what else do they use that's Japanese? They use Japanese symbols in a lot of things, like in the markings on the observation point, and actually in the with the lanterns in this episode, Kanata did use Japanese symbols, the alphabet. She used the same cursive that everyone else uses. Looks like. So I don't know if that's an inconsistency, or if she's just accommodating the lantern to look like everyone else's. Why? Which I don't know why you do that. I don't think there's any less meaning to it if you use a script you know, like for example, the Japanese alphabet. But I won't pay too much mind with it. Second off, show what the fuck. Okay, first things first. Let me settle down a bit. Get into discussing position so you folk can see the pip. So we open up with what I assume is the Vink campaign. Wait, no, we open up with the opening, obviously, but I think uh, well, actually, let me skip to the point where Rio says the Vink campaign, which should be when they were talking here. Subtitles aren't showing that, so let me just play it. Yeah, so I think the Vink campaign is where all her comrades died, which is the same place, the same thing that which was touched by the Invisible Reaper, right? What the fuck is an Invisible Reaper? What the fuck? Oh boy. I think I don't have a copy for the previous episode, so I don't know if it's the same Vink they say last episode. I think it is. Vink, yep, it's VINGT. So the Vinct, they fought at Vinct, and there was an Invisible Reaper there. What the hell is an Invisible Reaper? And it has to be recent, within the same time frame, because it was while Misha was alive, and Misha was pretty young. And she she died after Misha was born. So she got the illness. So what I don't know is if the Vink campaign, where the Felicia fought, is within the same time frame where the Invisible Reaper was there. In fact, I don't think we see anything in any of the scenes where Felicia's fighting that would allude to the fact that there's a mysterious entity there, which we would assume to be the Invisible Reaper. At least I don't think so. We just see a bunch of tanks and whatnot. Why are they fighting in No Man's Land? I would feel like fighting is what led to No Man's Land becoming No Man's Land in the first place. So why are they fighting on it again? Wait, no, No Man's Land probably because became No Man's Land because they were fighting against the thing, right? The thing with where is it? No, no, no. Here, yeah. Where's the dude's flashback? Wings, ginormous wings, and a big laser. Are we fighting against an angel? What the fuck? Wait, I'm gonna reply to yeah your comment, David. Um, done with that comment. All right. Uh, so the thing that they were fighting against, it had I feel like it had wings. Also, did VLC break again? God damn it! You fucking serious? Oh, let's close that and open it up again. Cause this annoying ass thing. Where the hell was it? Here. Man, she looks so disheveled here. Good lord. I guess that's what war does. It looks like what they were fighting against had like wings and shit. And then had a fucking laser. Were they fighting against God? What in the world? The fuck? Hmm. Sorry, I was just checking out some other stuff. Let's go back. I lost my whole train of thought while writing that comment, so I'll just start from the beginning. So you have this would be what's a collective term for a tank crew kind of thing? Is this the previous 100 1121st platoon, or is this the group she was with before being newly assigned to it and being the head of the 121st platoon? I wonder. They have an interesting targeting thing. Yeah, I assume left is for up and down, right is for left and right for that. But that's not an old tank. That's another spider one. But it doesn't look as advanced as the one we see in the show, I don't think. It could be, I don't know. I'm not gonna try to make sense of the sci-fi. So she, why do you need to like bugle out while you like? Why are they fucking wait. Maybe they mentioned it. Advanced or flex. So is this to signal to advance? Do they not have like communications technology? I'm guessing it's a way to communicate to their allies to advance. That's what I'm assuming. And then Felicia Just gonna cover. Yep, cover. Anna. So Anna is the pink-haired girl who is a bugler or a trumpeter or something. Yeah, we get shot and whole crew dies while trying to get out, and it's fucking grim. All of them trying to climb out, and then it fucking explodes. Actually, I want to see. Yeah, it just straight up explodes instantly. Fuck. Fucking hell, Felicia. And we see in the character moments that later. These are the people that she spent hella long with. Fuck, and then she sees. Fuck. I'm assuming what she has now is it's definitely trauma, but I don't know if it would be right to label it as PTSD. Where she we see like immediately after this, her having like delusions about dead soldiers and like soldiers standing there and whatnot. Yeah, I feel like it's. I don't know if PTSD is right. I'm not at all knowledgeable about it. But I think that's the correct term, right? I'm not gonna use it from now on to describe what Felicia has. I'm just gonna say trauma. I feel like that applies here. Again, not 100% sure, but I won't use it again just in case. Ah, shite. God damn it. I really thought all of them were just a bunch of goobers and like most of their traumas would be from something outside of the military, but no, Felicia actually saw active combat, and I'm assuming Noelle did too, because she was there in person. To something at least. Fuck. Noelle's, I guess Noelle's older than what she looks. Also, again, this just blatantly shows Kuroha just has like a bias towards Rio and doesn't really care about anyone else. Not even scared for Felicia. Because I guess it's because she's so laid back. Which tells you a lot about the image Felicia wants to send to her subordinates, after everything that happened to her previous crew. Shit, man. I want to look up Obon also. I was thinking of Tanabata, which I don't think it's related. Yep, it's just a different thing. Yeah, entirely different. Yeah. Well, is it different? Yeah, it is. So, fuck. No, just read something. But she was buying a lantern supplies from this guy for all of them actually. I thought she was gonna make a bunch of them. I thought that you'd have to make a bunch for your conference, but it seems like it's one per person and you just write whatever. Okay, that's a horrible mistake I've made. Also, I know it's not really relevant later on in the episode, but Kura seems to be religious, unlike a lot of other people in the show. Like we know Rio has a staunch little uh I guess there's a stigma against the church, and Rio quite shares. Oh, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Rio doesn't have a very high opinion of the church and like religion in general. But I feel like Kuroha is the opposite. She seems to be she seems to believe in like concepts like yeah, heaven and whatnot. I don't know if it's just a translation errors or something, but she seems to be uh religious in terms of something, I guess, in Abrahamic religions, maybe Christianity, but it might, like, I guess that makes sense. But that's just an interesting tidbit to me, since it's not really brought up again. And she still participates in the Obon even after. Hmm, Misha. And then this, I don't think it's. I think they're just reusing shots and everything, but this is just interesting to me to see this being used again when we're talking about ghosts and stuff. Since, this is where the ghost was looking at them from. Ghost. And also, yeah, washing watermelons there. Hmm. She's probably remembering her comrades. And this. Fuck off. Also, the animation here was. It goes sketchy and then we transition into flashback. That's nice. Well, not nice as in terms of direction. That's it's not nice at all. Despite not being like a military junkie myself, I'm really like sympathizing with people who are involved in the war. Because war sucks, right? War sucks for every fucking person. And I'm like, oh, and I'm a firm supporter of the MIC, but human lives, fuck that. It's just not worth it. Seeing shit like this happen is just horrible. I wonder what Noelle means by she was there in person. Was she also serving in the Vink campaign? Wonder. Huh. It also seems like the previous age and the current age now both use the spider kind of tanks. So I'm assuming Takemikazuchi belonged to the previous age. I'm pretty sure it does. They mention it at some point. But yeah, she spent yeah, these it's the same people in each memory. Is that the same person? As yeah, same person though with their hair tied up. Same, and she just lost them. And and yeah, that it's normal, shit happens in war, but it doesn't mean it sucks any less. God fucking damn it. And then we get to this shot, this scene where she encounters a corpse with Japanese written on it, and it's from the previous age. And she sits across from it, and then in her delusion, I guess this is like a manifestation of of the negativity, right? Of wanting to let go, not of like memories and whatnot, to end everything, which I guess that culminates to suicide. But it's a sort of manifestation of the darker thoughts that are stemming and even like breaching through the surface with how shitty her situation is, right? Because when you're in like a bad state, those thoughts tend to snowball all the way until you start feeling all of them. And this is the manifestation of them. Fuck, this is creepy too. Just a corpse fucking talking. fuck? But then it seems Felicia knows what happened to lead the previous age to end. Because this is her delusion, right? So she would. This stems from her knowledge too, where the spider tanks again are fighting against some sort of entity with wings. I, those wings belong to it, right? Let's see the scene again. Those wings belong to it, right? And it has a fucking laser. What the fuck? What the fuck were they fighting against? I know it's a sci-fi show and everything, but is it also supernatural? Yeah, yeah. These are her darker thoughts. She, she thinks Felicia thinks they're the dregs, and like it's useless to do all of this. And Felicia herself is the representation of her hope, of the positivity, of the optimism. So it's two sides of the same coin. Both the things coming outside, the things the corpse are saying, and the things Felicia are saying are both things she believes in. But they're both her thoughts. So and obviously this happens in every single person, right? Your optimistic and your pessimistic thoughts clash, and depending on what kind of person you are and what you've been through, you tend to favor one or the other. So this is sort of like a confrontation of those thoughts visualized by having Felicia have a delusion about this. And then Amazing Grace plays. So, okay, the other thing, Trumpet, Green Eyes now has she has a name. Princess Ilya now has connections to three of her five characters. Connections to Kanada by playing Amazing Grace. Connections to Rio by teaching her the bugle and whatnot, and probably playing Amazing Grace, which is how Rio came to know of it. And playing has a connection to Felicia, and in this prominent scene, tries to find her by playing Amazing Grace. This is it's such like I guess it's in music it's called a leitmotif, right? When there's a pattern of notes that keeps repeating throughout, and it's a sort of like symbol of a common theme between songs and shit. So, Amazing Grace it would be a sort of leitmotif to Princess Ilya, because it plays whenever she has a Uh, it's present in every prominent character moment she has with our cast, except for Real, which we don't directly see her play it with her. But I'll assume she learned it from Ilya. So she's a princess. And yeah, it's the same person, bell and everything. How did Rio get that bell? And how was it a present from her father if it belonged to the princess? How did Rio get into possession of something that was owned by the princess? Why was the princess teaching Rio the bugle? What? What? I don't get it. I just don't get it, show. Definitely the same person. So, I'm assuming Princess Ilya is dead. She seems to be dead. Because that seems to be the person Rio is talking about. I'm assuming they mean she's dead, like not that she's in some faraway place. She's dead, and somehow, and they're both talking about the same person, Princess Ilya. And so Rio tries to make her open up by opening up herself about Princess Ilia, right? But it doesn't work. It's a combination of, I guess, Felicia not being able to properly talk about it just yet, and also not wanting them to worry, which are two very powerful, sentiments to have regarding your own trauma. So makes sense she doesn't want to reveal anything just yet. And then, everything's quite standard and whatnot, everyone caring about each other. And it shows that Felicia has a bunch of new people that care about her and she cares about, which is wonderful, wonderful. She's no longer alone. She's no longer abandoned, which is great. So wait, no, from this we can infer that okay, most of Karata's family is probably still alive because she was buying souvenirs from them. Kuraha's parents are dead, and we know who Felicia is praying about. And Rio's mother and sister are dead. We knew about mother, we don't know about sister. And this priest recognizes her. What? Is it because they ordered her holy services or something from Rio? Because I don't get it. I don't know what this could mean. Because Rio went to the church and she met Yumina, and I don't know. I don't know what this means. I guess this guy has a connection to I guess the her to Rio and the person that healed her mom. And I guess he remembers her because I guess the healing failed, and I guess he feels sorry about that. That's what I'm assuming. That's like a theory of mine. It's, it could be not true or something. And yeah, this is very true. There doesn't have to be meaning. The meaning is what you make it out to be. There might be meaning. There might not be meaning in life in this world, but there's a, there's meaning in your life, and that meaning is whatever you make it out to be. Live by that. And for Felicia, her meaning, her reason for her life is this: to never let those children feel the same way I did. To never be. We know, okay, we know what she felt, and then see and then we're finally using the phone. And we won't be seeing this episode. We won't be seeing the phone duty because that's not the title of the OVA. I just looked. The OVA is called Feast the Fortress at War. Just what the fuck does that mean? But we won't be seeing phone duty, the state of emergency declared. That's episode 8. We'll be seeing episode 7.5 first. Probably tomorrow? Maybe. Tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But anyway. David, you motherfucker, you said in the episode 5 reaction, if you're an episode or two ahead, you'll be getting close to the show's low point, but it does pick up again afterwards. This is this is close to the low point? This seems like a high point, and I don't really mind if the low point's next, because you need a break and whatnot. But w w how dare you? You made me think like we're gonna be going slow first. This is not slow. Oh wait, we just had the Felicia focused episode that I was talk that I was talking about in the intro. Fuck. But yeah, no. Shit, man. So a couple of questions I have. The Invisible Reaper wasn't really answered quite yet on what that is, and if it was involved in the Vink campaign or if it was just involved in Vink in general. Who exactly is Princess Ilya, and why is she such a prominent member in the military and to the 1121st platoon in general? Because it seems like three out of the five members have some sort of connection to her. And I can even like infer that the well probably has a connection to her because she was active at the same time as Felicia, and Felicia definitely seems to recognize her. So I guess Noelle would too. But so and Kuroha would be the only one I would have no idea if she has a relation to Princess Ilya or not. Third, what the fuck was the previous age fighting? It had wings, it had lasers. It seemed like if it has wings, you'd assume it's like an organic thing, right? But it had fucking lasers. That is not organic. What the fuck? Yeah, no, I think that's everything I want to say. Is there anything in the episode that I want to talk about? The whole no man's land thing, fighting in it, I guess. Why are they fighting in no man's land? Like, I guess it turned into no man's land because of the thing the previous age was fighting, but why are they fighting again? What countries also border no man's land, aside from the Republic of Helvetia? Because we don't know any other countries aside from the Republic. So I wonder what they were fighting and what they were fighting for. But yeah, no, that's about it. If you enjoyed this reaction, you can like, comment, subscribe. I don't know why I keep saying the other two. Just comment. Comments are the best one. And yeah, that's about it. See ya.